It is a new week. I got my favorite tea. Yes, I said tea. And my favorite people. And I get to talk about my favorite things, which is pretty much the philosophies of life. Now, tea is Fruity Pebbles, the one that I always drink. And you know what? I didn't add any sugar. I'm being good. I'm being good. No sugar, so it's probably gonna taste really But I want some tea. I want to have tea with you because this is our Ichigo Ichie. Yep. No, actually, it's not. It's not all that bad. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Oh man, it's pretty good. It's a lot of flavor. A lot of the pineapple is coming out. When it's sweet, you know, you can do some things. I gulp it down, but this is might be doing this forever now. All that time I didn't need sugar, so let that be a lesson to you. You don't need sugar. Now, Ichigo Ichie. That is one of my favorite topics. It's coming from the tea ceremony, and it deals a lot with ikigai. I was thinking I think I let my friend borrow that book. It's part of Wabi Sabi and ikigai. It's all kind of in the same concepts. But Ichigo Ichie, from Wikipedia, Ichigo Ichie is a Japanese 4-character idiom that describes the cultural concept of treasuring and the unrepeatable nature of a moment. The term was translated for this time only and once in a lifetime. And loosely translated, it really means like one life, one encounter. And when you put that together, it's like a once in a lifetime experience. Excuse me. So, that being said, Ichigo Ichie tries to take in the whole environment for your experience. Okay? That's why it's important to have tea with yourself and tea with God, tea with your friends. Because part of that is an experience. The communication that you have with one another, yourself, or with God is an experience. So, a few episodes back, I called it re-educate yourself. And, you know, in school we're taught, do this, and you get this result, and memorize it. So, most kids will say 2 plus 2 is 4, okay? And they'll memorize it. 2 plus 2 is 4. Got it. 2 plus 2 is 4. And they'll memorize that, and, you know, the teacher's very good. You get an A. But they don't know why 2 plus 2 is 4. And that's the re-educating ourselves. The things that we've learned, the experience that we have, and applying it, okay? And not only applying it, but getting more experiences. And I had a thing called scaffolding. Look these things up. Scaffolding, building upon each other. Okay, learning why things are, or why 2 plus 2 is 4. Once you have that understanding, you'll know. So, like, if you memorize 2 plus 2 is 4, and you know that for a fact, you got it memorized. You got it memorized. When they add 2 plus 3, I didn't learn that. But you know it. But you did, since you didn't learn it the way they taught it to you, you don't know it. So we are re-educating ourselves through our 5 senses. So listening, seeing, touching, tasting, smelling, all these things, these faculties that we have, that God has given us to learn from, they cause us to have experiences, and we apply those experiences to our lives. Now, this week will be kind of special. It's Ichigo Ichie through the five senses and filters. And I have some filters for success. And what I mean by filters, they're kind of like lenses. But we'll go through those, and we'll start on listening tomorrow. But I wanted to introduce this to you today. So I put this, I was thinking, as I was sitting in my thinking chair, thinking about these things. The five senses can cause you to recall good and or bad memories, right? And life experiences that they cause us to recall or to experience life experiences that teach us a thing or two, right? And not only just teaches us, but those teachings that we get from it, the lessons that we learn, shape our personality, shape the way we see things, the way we view people, the way we see God, the way we see the whole world. And once we apply those things, we can go on to the next thing and kind of like accumulate experiences. Now, as you go through life, the way you accumulate things is the direction that you kind of going to go, right? So if you have positive experiences, then you're probably going to be a positive person. If you have negative experiences, you're probably going to have you're probably going to be towards a negative person to be around. Now, applying filters the way we see things, okay? Even not only the way we see things, but also the way we listen, the way we the tasting and smelling and touching. We can apply these filters. As a matter of fact, the first filter is the attitude. Good morning. So the attitude is the approach, the way you approach things. So if you have a good attitude towards something, the way you listen, as soon as that person start talking, if you have a good attitude towards it, you might be more apt to hear what they have to say. The way you see things, you see what they're doing, the way you're watching them. A good attitude would be like, okay, this is a good person. But the way you touch something, your attitude, if you have a bad attitude and you're trying to touch something, you might punch it. The way you taste something, the way you smell, it's like, your good attitude would be like, man, I'm excited to see what you're cooking, to taste it and smell it and everything else, all using all five senses. But a bad attitude means like, this is going to be terrible. I'm about to go home, or I'm about to go to McDonald's. But that's the filter that we have, that we put up, and the way we approach things. So a good attitude will probably cause good to happen. You'll see good even in a bad situation. Or a negative attitude, well, most definitely bring the bad out of anything. Even if it's a good thing, you'll see the bad side of it. Well, they did good. They sung well, but wasn't nobody there to see it. Something like that. Next filter is vision. There's four filters. First one is attitude. Second one is vision, how you see things. And applying vision to your experiences will cause that experiences to line up with your purpose in life. If you're not careful, you'll just miss it. If you're not looking, if you're not seeing the things that's happening to you or those experiences that are coming and going, they can come and go without you actually saying, hey, this was a part of my story. So courage is another one, how you face things. So if you have an attitude, a good attitude towards something, and you have vision to apply it to your life's purpose, you can have the courage, even if it's unknown, because unknown is scary, right? You don't have the security of, I know this is going to happen. You don't know what the person in front of you is going to say or do, but you can have the courage to say, okay, whatever they say and do, I can apply this to my life. Okay. And the last one is persistence. Moving forward. Taking, even if it's a negative thing, taking it and saying, okay, I know what not to do now since I messed that up royally, and keep moving forward. So you have the attitude, the vision to accomplish your life purpose, your ikigai, and the courage to stand up to it, and the persistence to apply it and keep moving forward. So that's what we're talking about this week. And I'm excited because tomorrow we're going to really we're going to get into each sense. And tomorrow is going to be listening. So I hope you were listening. Okay, because we're going to talk about it. But it has been an Ichigo Ichie, a once in a lifetime experience talking to you this morning. I love you very much. So let's do a toast. Kampai to the day.